So, how's everything going?
Great. It's good to be back. Yeah,
And
it's always fun when you get back to work.
I was going to say, what's it like coming back as the MLS champion?
Well, it's a new year, so that's done. Obviously, it was a nice offseason, knowing that we won the MLS Cup. That felt great, but this is a new year now, and so we're focused on, trying to do it again.
What was the message you had for the guys here at the first practice?
Well, the message was that the guys that were here, they have now tasted what's possible at the end of this long road, this long MLS road. And there's no greater motivation to do it again than when you've done it before and you feel that feeling that we had at the end of the year. But I also told them that's a long way off. Right now our focus is on the next 6 weeks and being in the best form possible physically, tactically, and in terms of our cohesiveness that we can to get 3 points against Columbus. But it is important to, for a minute to remind ourselves what's possible at the end of the year. But our guys, the guys that were here, also know what we went through to get there, and that there are going to be some ups and downs. But we'll continue to follow the process we always do. And right now that process is gradually building the guys up to be ready for that first game.
What do you have to do as a coach to kind of get the guys completely focused on this season, not thinking too much about what happened just only like 6 weeks ago, and have no cup hangover?
That's not even an issue. The season's done. Guys know last season was last season. I mean, when you've been a professional player, you go through seasons and then another season. So, whether we won or lost, you put the last season behind you. It's not anything that I have to say or do. It's just, obviously, they know it's a new season. But again, I think we know it's possible at the end of the year. And tasting what we felt makes you want to do it again even more. So there's no greater motivation that we can have to try and win the MLS Cup than feeling what we felt. Not many people feel that, and it's like a drug. You want it again, or ice cream. You want it again and again and again, right? So once you taste it, you want it again. And we tasted the pinnacle, and we want it again. And once you've tasted it, you want that feeling again. And the good clubs, they do it again. And that's going to be the goal. But we also understand it's a long way off, and it's a process, and there are going to be ups and downs. But because of the way we built our culture and because of the process we follow, there'll be no looking back. And the other side of it, and I said this to him as well, is our belief should never be higher and greater than it is now, that we can do it because we've done it. But we understand that it's not going to happen automatically. So we'll be focused on the short term, but we understand again what's possible at the end. But right now we're focused on building the guys up physically, tactically, slowly, methodically, and getting ready for that first game.
With the obviously the expectations are higher now because you guys won.
No, they're not
in terms
higher.
of perceived from the outside, is that something you relish?
They're not higher.
Okay.
Everybody had high expectations. Everybody wanted us to win MLS Cup. So the expectations are no higher or lower because of last year. The expectation was always, high. It was never low. So it doesn't get any harder to win the MLS Cup, and it's not any easier to win the MLS Cup. It's the same as last year, although we now know we can do it, so the belief should be greater, and we also have tasted it, so that motivation, that feeling that we had, we want it again. And that's the only thing that plays into it. Obviously, media talk about, defending the cup, and but it's not really a factor in a good locker room and in a good club that has the right culture. And we're focused on new season, and yet it certainly didn't hurt that we won the MLS Cup, and it doesn't make it harder, but it doesn't make it easier either.